Expensive fancy toys are likely to impress those still struggling to pay their bills every month, but this approach is not going to be as effective with the already affluent. If you wanted to be accepted by this elite crowd, it's going to be more about demonstrating classiness, sophistication, and taste. You basically need to buy the right stuff. Yes, even the wealthiest people might be a little wowed when they hear about some luxury things others have bought. In today's video, we'll discuss 10 luxury items that impress even the rich. But before starting the video, be sure to subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. Number 10. Lamborghini Veneno Roadster. It might not be the most expensive car out there, but trust me, you would receive some compliments even from the wealthiest men of them all if you'd buy one. The Veneno Roadster is one of the most expensive Lamborghini in the world, valued at a whopping $8.3 million. The original starting price was $4.5 million. However, the most recent sale was for just under $8.3 million. It was released in 2014 at the Geneva Motor Show to celebrate Lamborghini's 50th anniversary. While it's true that it now has two roll bars to offer greater safety to its passengers, increasing its weight to 1.6 tons with a mid-mounted 6.5-liter aspirated V12 engine and 750 horsepower. Its acceleration and top speed capabilities remain spectacular, from 0 to 62 miles per hour in just 2.9 seconds for a top speed of 220 miles per hour. Number 9. 1992 Screaming Eagle Cabernet. An imperial bottle of 6 liters, that is, of this vintage, sold in 2000 at the Napa Valley Wine Auction for the astounding price of $500,000. Not only did this bottle become the most expensive Napa Valley wine ever sold, it was also the most expensive bottle of wine ever sold anywhere. Worth $500,000, this fine wine is the most expensive wine in the world, and be sure that you'll impress everyone if you have one of these. The expensive bottle was sold in Napa Valley Wine Auction in 2009, all the money being given to charity, but who knows, maybe there's a second bottle waiting for you out there if you're interested. Number 8. Tibetan Mastiff. The title of most expensive dog has been held by Tibetan Mastiffs for years. Owning a pet often gives the impression you're a kind-hearted soul, but by purchasing a Tibetan Mastiff, you also exhibit your exquisite taste in dogs. In 2009, a Chinese woman set the record by spending over $500,000 on a Mastiff named Yangzet No. 2. In 2010, a Mastiff was valued at nearly $1.47 million. Number 7. Take control of a planet in the Entropia universe. It can be difficult to feel special if most of your friends also have their own Gulfstream III or Lamborghini Veneno Roadster. You need to really push the envelope when you're dealing with this level of keeping up with the Joneses. But one option would be to own your own planet, or at least a virtual planet. Don't imagine it's just a game though. Investing money can mean winning money because the Entropia universe allows you to transfer the money you win there into real money. So investing a $1 million planet and creating your own empire might make you even richer here on planet Earth. Number 6. Motor Sky Car M400. Your ability to impress people with your Motor Sky Car M400 may only last a few years because there are plans for this flying car to eventually become mass-produced. A prototype personal vertical takeoff and landing aircraft. Yes, it sounds so complicated, I know. The Motor Sky Car is basically and easily called a flying car. The craft is still under development, but there are plans for this flying car to become mass-produced at some point. If you decide you want the prototype, you can pay $3.5 million now and wow everybody, or wait for the real thing and pay $500,000 for it. The M400 can take off and land vertically, so if you want to avoid traffic jams, it's totally doable. The car can carry a maximum of 4 passengers and can reach a top speed of 350 miles per hour. Number 5. Henry Jayer Richesborg Grand Cru Wine. In 1985, a bottle of Chateau Lafite 1787 sold for $156,450, so the Henry Jayer Richesborg Grand Cru may appear reasonably priced when compared to this. You probably don't want to be drinking it with every meal, but it's certainly going to create the right impression if you have some friends around. The taste of this wine has been described as sublime, so it's going to be nice to have a few bottles in your cellar for special occasions. Number 4. Stradivarius Violin. One of the items that will impress even the rich is a Stradivarius violin. If you like to hang out with rich musicians, you can cause them to openly salivate by showing them your Stradivarius violin. These were all made in the 17th or 18th century, and no instrument since then has been capable of producing the same quality of sound. Purchasing a Stradivarius is likely to be viewed by your affluent friends as a shrewd investment because the value of these violins seems only to increase. Number 3. Patek Philippe watches. If you want to stand out from the crowd and brag about all the money you have, you can buy the Patek Philippe Super Complication worth $11 million. That is, if it was to be resold. If not, you can buy a cheaper Patek Philippe, the gold caliber 89 Patek Philippe, which costs a little over $5 million, a little for the rich of course. We're talking about another $120,000. You could even argue that buying this watch is an investment because the value is only likely to increase in the future. There are only 4 of them in the world, and there are no plans to make more of them. Number 2. Gulfstream G550. Gulfstream's older model, the G550, is a market leader with 476 sold and has been around since 2003. The Gulfstream G550 was released to the market in 2003 and competes against the Airbus Corporate Jet, Boeing Business Jet, and Bombardier Global Express. A variant of the Gulfstream 5, the G550 has a 7-passenger window on both sides of the aircraft. The Gulfstream G550 comes with all the amenities a high-flying business person would expect from their personal jet. A fax machine, wireless local area network, and satellite communications all come as standard. It also has a fresh air system that continually fills the cabin with 100% fresh air. Number 1. Gulfstream III. The ultra-rich can no more imagine coping without this form of transport as the average person could do without a car. Owning your own jet is always going to be exciting in the beginning, but by choosing a brand new Gulfstream III, you're going to stand out even among the super wealthy. A typical Gulfstream III would set you back in the region of $75 million, which would make it too cheap for this list. However, like any person with the means, media mogul Tyler Perry invested a whopping $50 million to make his jet really stand out. There are different variants of the Gulfstream III, but they're all designed to provide the ultimate luxury, safety, and comfort. There are only 206 of these jets in the world, so owning one puts you in an exclusive club. They were all built during the 80s and can carry up to 19 passengers, and it's capable of traveling at an airspeed up to 576 miles per hour. You're also going to be able to travel 4,200 miles without the need to refuel. As expected, there is a huge cinema room, a dining area, a lounge, a VIP bedroom, and a bathroom. This Gulfstream III might not be the biggest, but it sure is classy. That was all about the luxury items that impress even the rich. Thank you guys for watching. If you want more videos like this, make sure to like this video and hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video.